We all know about Shaft, Superfly, and Foxy Brown.
When Foxy Brown comes to town, all the brothers gather round.
But today we're digging deeper into the Grindhouse vault to uncover some underrated Blaxploitation gems that deserve way more love.
How do you think it?
Any way I can get it.
From Kung Fu Hustlers to funky Frankenstein knockoffs, these are the movies you didn't know you needed in your life.
Nobody goes through there, bitch.
Velvet Smooth is what happens when you give a private eye the style of Cleopatra Jones and the sass of Pam Grier, with a side of Kung Fu.
Oh?
When a gang of thieves wearing masks starts causing problems for a local crime lord, the mob turns to Velvet to track them down.
I'm on the case.
Every crime scene becomes her stage. Every interrogation another chance to show who's in control. She's got disguises, gadgets, and a killer wardrobe, all while taking down bad guys with fists and attitude.
Move out, bro. I've got work to do.
And let's be real, the fight choreography might not win any Oscars, but the sheer energy and confidence more than make up for it. Velvet Smooth deserves more love because it's the perfect mix of hard-boiled detective noir, funky 70s style, and a lead heroine who owns every second she's on screen.
Okay, creep. Who set me up?
I don't know.
You tell Big Dad that nobody fools with the guy from Harlem. You dig?
Yeah.
Now this one's a special kind of masterpiece. The Guy from Harlem is what happens when you mix Blaxploitation swagger with a home movie budget. And somehow it still rules. Our hero, Al Connors, is a smooth-talking private detective with a mission: protect diplomats, take down kidnappers, and keep his polyester suit spotless while doing it. The dialogue feels improvised.
You got two questions, I got one answer. None of your damn business.
The fight scenes look like they were choreographed during lunch. And the love scenes, well, let's just say they go on way longer than they need to. But that's exactly why it's so much fun. It's pure, unfiltered DIY filmmaking, powered by enthusiasm and a funky soundtrack that refuses to quit. The Guy from Harlem might not be perfect, but it's got more heart than half the movies with 10 times the budget. You've heard of Blackula, but now it's time to meet his electrified cousin, Blackenstein. This one's a glorious mess of mad science, jealousy, and rubber prosthetics. And honestly, it's impossible not to love.
There's something I'd like for you to know.
Yes?
The story follows Eddie, a Vietnam vet who loses his limbs in combat.
Just relax.
A well-meaning scientist, Dr. Stein, replaces them using experimental technology. But when his assistant, Malcolm, gets turned down by Eddie's fiancée, he contaminates Eddie's DNA solution, creating a monster. Cue the grunting, the lumbering, and a trail of 1970s revenge mayhem. The effects are rough, the pacing is questionable, and the monster makeup looks like something a bored art student whipped up after watching Frankenstein once on TV. But that's what makes it so charming. Blackenstein may not be scary, but it's a shock you won't forget.
I'll be right by your side.
You telling me what to do?
You know it.
If you ever wondered what would happen if Enter the Dragon collided headfirst with a Saturday afternoon TV pilot, Force 4 is your answer.
Waste them all and waste them fast.
The movie follows 4 real-life martial arts masters hired to retrieve a stolen African artifact, and they do it with a mix of karate chops, polyester, and pure heart.
Do you mind if I use a little bit of feminine persuasion?
The fight scenes are gloriously chaotic, the kind you only get when the actors know a lot about martial arts and nothing about acting. Though, mind you, the fights are authentic. No special effects or trick photography in sight.
Don't worry about that.
We're cool, man.
It's rough, it's scrappy, and it's exactly what low-budget action dreams are made of. What Force 4 lacks in polish, it makes up for in soul, elbows to the balls, random cats, and a soundtrack funky enough to start a brawl all by itself. If you've ever yelled "Hi-ya" at the TV, this one's for you. You want chaos? You've got it. The Black Six is what happens when you give 6 NFL players motorcycles and a revenge plot and tell them to just go wild.
You know, you sure are fat and ugly, baby. You can't talk to my wife like that.
The story follows a group of Vietnam vets who hit the road after one of their brothers is murdered by a racist gang led by Timu Dor.
What the hell did you get me into here?
They ride for justice. No helmets, no rules, just afros and sheer determination. The film is rough around the edges, all the edges.
Oh! Hey man, watch out for the goat.
But it's packed with energy, attitude, and a sense of brotherhood that feels genuine.
Peace and love, brothers. Peace and love.
It's part biker flick, part social statement, and all pure 70s grit. Think Easy Rider, but with more fists, funk, and righteous fury.
Look, just let me go and we'll forget this happened. You ain't going nowhere.
Not every blaxploitation movie is about shootouts and swagger. Some try to tackle the tough stuff.
I'll make him pay. I'll make him pay, Pop.
The Bad Bunch, also known as Tom, follows a white Vietnam vet who travels to deliver a message to his fallen black friend's family. But once he lands in Los Angeles, he finds himself in the middle of racial tension, culture clashes, and somehow a completely unnecessary and lengthy naked pool party. It's raw, messy, and strangely fascinating, shifting from serious social commentary to scenes that make you wonder if someone accidentally changed the script mid-shoot.
Another one of your disgusting parties. Well, this time I've called the police.
The production's cheap, the acting wobbles,
That cat didn't bring it in pigs. They didn't have nothing to do with it.
but the emotion hits harder than it has any right to. It's half art film, half accidental comedy, and all the more memorable for it.
Shit, man, ass his ass, white, yellow, black, or green.
Even in a genre known for pushing boundaries, the Black Gestapo said, "Hold my beret." This one follows a militant community group formed to protect their neighborhood from racist gangs and corrupt cops. But once they get power, things take a dark turn. Let's just say the revolution doesn't exactly stay righteous. Suddenly, you've got uniformed revolutionaries engaging in secret operations, enforcing order with an iron fist,
I've been patient, and you've been jiving.
and a moral slide that turns liberation into domination. And nobody remembers who the enemy was anymore.
Son of a bitch. It's nuts.
It's shocking, sleazy, and totally unapologetic. Part political thriller, part grindhouse fever dream.
Okay, Hockey. You can come out now.
And yeah, the title is about as subtle as a sledgehammer, but beneath the pulp, there's a real cautionary edge about power, corruption, and losing sight of the cause. If you're brave enough to dive in, the Black Gestapo will leave you equal parts entertained and uncomfortable, which is exactly what good exploitation cinema should do. Before Black Panther, before Meteor Man, before anyone was talking about diversity in superheroes, there was Abar, the first black Superman. Shot on a shoestring budget in Los Angeles, this movie has more ambition than effects. But that's part of its charm.
Why bring yourself down to the level of those scums?
It follows a brilliant black scientist, Dr. Kincaid, whose son gets killed by a racist. Dr. Kincaid then creates a serum that gives Abar, a passionate civil rights activist, incredible powers. Indestructibility, mind control, telekinesis, the works.
What the hell is this?
And instead of fighting aliens or giant robots, Abar uses his gifts to take on something much more real: racism, corruption, and the everyday struggles of his community. It's a bit uneven and clunky, but it's sincere as hell. A movie that wears its message proudly on its sleeve. The first black Superman might not leap tall buildings, but it soars on pure heart and purpose. With some mind-controlled rats thrown in for good measure. From karate capers to political parables, these films prove there's a lot more to Blaxploitation than the usual big names. Some are messy, some are brilliant, and some are so wild you won't believe they exist. But all of them deserve another look. Which one is going on your watch list first? Drop it in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and I'll see you next time for more forgotten cinematic treasures.